We're doing another anime debate. This one is Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus the Pokemon anime. I know, people want me to do Digimon, but I'm not doing that yet. I'm making you wait for it. You gotta wait, you gotta get thirsty. Be like, I want it. Let's start with Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched every single episode of this show. I loved it, believe it or not. I did find it to be extremely, is that a word? No, it's not. Let's use it anyway. We use it anyway. All right, we find it to be extremely repetitive. I feel like almost every week the same things happened. The adventure still, for some reason, was very, very compelling. Like, I don't know why, but when there was danger, I really felt it, even though it made absolutely no freaking sense. Like, the entire game was a game of chance. And it's believing in the heart of the cards. And people's souls were getting captured. And all this, like, weird stuff. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You gotta have faith in yourself. I believe that. But you can't tell me you happen to pick the right card at the right moment almost every time. I get it. There is a skill to competitive, like, card gaming. I get it. There's a skill there. But a lot of that skill is still rooted in chance. And so the fact that these, like, tremendous things happen in this show all the freaking time bothered me. Because it's like, yo, that doesn't happen in real life. I mean, I get it. It's a cartoon. It's anime. It's not supposed to be real life. But, like, you're picking up a card and flipping it over. The chances of you having to pick that right card that you needed for that exact moment that was, like, death-defying is freaking incredible and literally impossible. Like, I just didn't get it. But at the same time, I was so freaking riveted. Like, every moment of that show was intense. I remember watching it as a little kid, like the entire time. Like, I was sitting over the heart rate monitor, like, boop, 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 boop. My heart's over here, boop, 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 boop. Like, freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, Yugi's gonna lose his soul. Oh my god, someone's gonna die. Oh my god. Because, like, the stakes in this show are so freaking grand, and that's what made it great. Like, it was so amazing. But the supporting cast was probably some of the most annoying supporting casts of any anime I've ever watched. And they didn't even have that, like, one, like, really whiny, awful. Okay, they did have the one whiny, awful character, actually, now I think about it. Kaiba's little brother. Yeah, he was kind of whiny and annoying. I take it back. Okay, they had a character. But this cast was still super, super annoying. Yeah, I like Joey. I admit it. I like Joey. I thought he was kind of cool. Tristan was kind of cool, too. But I just still never really felt like I cared about them. Like, I get it. You might die to a stone, something really bad's gonna happen to you, but I felt like they were always gonna be okay. And then I was always a little bit confused about, like, the connection between Yugi and the king. Because, like, are they relatives? Did Yugi just happen to find it? Was it all rooted in, like, some ancient prophecy? Like, what the heck was going on? And why was he always, like, taking over this boy's body and then making him taller? Like, I didn't get it. Like, why does taking over somebody's body make them physically taller? It didn't make any sense. To me, it was like this kid had schizophrenia and was just, like, really good at playing card games. But then he's happened to be from the Egyptian past and all this blah, 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 blah. And it was just a very, like, convoluted plot. But again, I guess the point of this show was never really to be, you know, really actually deep, but more so faux deep. But that's why I think it had an edge over Pokemon, because when it started off real slow, but then it picked up steam and went crazy, right? Pokemon, however, which we're going to get to now, the first set of the anime series, which is still going on, as you guys know, started off, like, pretty, like, you know, evenly paced, and it picked up, and, like, momentum went crazy, like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then it just staled, and went down here, and just started, like, flatlining for a bit, and then, it's, you know, again, it's still going on now, so it picks up and does, like, Mountain Hills jump, up and down, up and down, up and down, but I'm just talking about, basically, the first, I don't know, 3 seasons of Pokemon, up to the Indigo League, just to keep it, you know, fair. Maybe even up to the Orange League. Let's keep it there, to keep it fair with, like, competing against Yu-Gi-Oh. So Pokemon, on the other hand, was an okay show. Like, I remember when I first woke up in the morning and saw it, I was like, this is awesome. I could be Ash Ketchum. Oh my gosh. And, you know, like, Pikachu was new and the Pokemon were new. You were, like, seeing the Pokemon that you played in the game and you felt really connected to it. So that's kind of what I think the draw was for that show. But after a while, like Yu-Gi-Oh, it became very repetitive. It was like the same thing over and over and over again. And you're like, okay, get over with this freaking journey and get to the Pokemon League already. And then in this one, however, I feel like the stakes obviously were not as high because no one was going to die constantly. It's just you were just going to lose and, you know, have to start your journey over, or you're just going to lose and be really sad and then keep going because that's all you're going to do. Just keep going because Ash lost and just kept going. The stakes weren't like dire, and you didn't really feel like a need to like care about the characters, which is hilarious because I feel like I cared more about the Pokemon characters, the supporting cast, than I did the Yu-Gi-Oh cast, and the supporting cast of Pokemon, be it Brock and Misty, were not as fleshed out. But you just had this like love and affinity for them that for some reason was stronger. I still to this day I don't know. So remember when like Brock left the show, I was literally angry. Like I was like, what the hell are you doing? I was so freaking angry. Like I was like breaking plates, throwing stuff around, yelling at people. I couldn't have a good day. I was like, Brock is gone. I can't do this. I need Brock in my life. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Stop. Tracy. I just couldn't deal with it. I literally was having like conniptions over freaking Brock being gone. And then he came back and I was like, yeah! But that's later, so you can't really compare that. But my point is that I care about these characters because they fleshed them out in a really awesome way. Like you get to see right when Brock got there, he had a family and he had like a dad and all that stuff like that. He had Flint and all these things. You're like, oh my gosh, okay, wow, this isn't just like a silly guy that like hits on every girl, which they had that too. They had their continual jokes. They were the same thing every single week. Brock would meet Officer Jenny or Nurse Joy, hit on them, get rejected. Freaking, what's his name? Ash would freaking have a battle, and he'd be really excited about the battle, and they either do really well at it or bad at it, but either way, he was always okay. Pikachu would help him out. Team Rocket would show up. Team Rocket would blast off. Misty would hit him, blah, blah. The same thing. It's very, 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 very repetitive. Dare I say more repetitive than Yu-Gi-Oh, because at least Yu-Gi-Oh didn't have like continuing tropes that always happen every single week. And so, to that end, it made it hard to really enjoy the show as I got older because I started to realize, like, man, this is kind of stupid. And yet, I still want to see Ash, get to that plateau, become a Pokemon master. So I never really let it go and just let it die in my mind. And so, as I compare these two shows, I'm just kind of like, okay, both were like really repetitive. Both had action. One was more repetitive than the other, and then the other one just kind of was like super ridiculous. And I don't know how to decide between the two which one was worse or better, because in essence they're both kind of bad shows. So if you're gonna put them together, who is the best of the worst? Like what is going on here? Because if you want to throw in something really major, toss in Digimon wins it all. Digimon just killed the whole freaking game, but we're not there yet, though. We'll have that debate another time. But between these two, like, who really won? I mean, I feel like, I just want to say this, that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a slight edge because the writing was a little bit better, be it just as cheesy. Just a little bit better. Because while the characters were over the top and crazy, that's what made it fun. It was never boring. Pokemon got boring at parts. I love Pokemon, and you guys know that. I love Pokemon. But that anime got ring. Like, it got to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm not going to watch this. It's going to wait. I'll wait till he's fighting something cool. All right, I'll do that later. Yeah, I'm going to watch the movie, though. Okay, the movie's awesome, but yeah, I'm not going to watch this. And that's what happened to me. I had to just, like, walk away from it because it was just kind of like, okay, I'm done. You know what made me walk away, though, was when they got to the Orange League and they weren't having Pokemon battles anymore. They were playing Pokemon games. And I know it was filler, but I was still like, okay, Brock is gone, and you're playing Pokemon games and not I'm done. And I just walked away from it all, and I never came back. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stayed true and steady to its course, and it saw its way out, and I was happy with it, So I think that I'm going to go with Yu-Gi-Oh! For this one, but I'm not going to just say that as a final, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best anime ever. It's not, But it's probably better and more compelling and more, more fun than the Pokemon anime was. But that's pretty much it. So what do you guys think? Which anime is better? The Pokemon first 3 seasons or Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's talk about it down below. Give your points. State your freaking debate measures. And what do you think? Which one was better? Let's go. Use Teleport. Got 2 other anime debates up on the channel. Go check that out. Got more videos from this week. Go check that out. And go help out Nate's vlogs because he needs your help, baby. Holla at you later. See you guys. Koala bear time tomorrow.